The trailer opens with that familiar sense of unease that we've come to dread. After Season 2's finale, Ruby is seen walking through the hallways with this almost imperceptible tension in her eyes. The weight of last season's scandal still hanging over her every step. You can feel the pressure building immediately. Everything we've watched unfold so far is threatening to collapse all at once. And Season 3 doesn't waste a second reminding us just how fragile this world is. James is there too, but he's no longer the boy who could be swept along by his father's manipulations. You can see the strain in his posture, the hesitation in his expressions. Every glance toward Ruby is loaded with unspoken guilt, fear, and longing. Mortimer, of course, looms over every scene like the storm cloud he is. His presence enough to make you want to shout at the screen, "Do something." The trailer doesn't shy away from showing us that the battle lines are drawn. Family, friends, and enemies are all caught in a web of lies, betrayals, and high stakes that could ruin anyone foolish enough to get close to the hall. The tension between Ruby and James is palpable. You can almost hear the unspoken accusations and shattered trust radiating off the screen. It's not just about romance anymore, it's about survival, about navigating a world where every choice has consequences, and the people who are supposed to protect you are often the ones making things worse. And just when you think you've figured out who's in the right, the trailer throws in a subtle, yet devastating hint of betrayal. A fleeting shot of someone holding a phone, a hand hovering over a message, and suddenly everything you assumed about loyalty and truth feels shaky. The background music amplifies every heartbeat, every glance, every pause, pulling you into the anxiety of these characters' lives. You see Ruby trying to study, trying to focus on exams that could define her future, while shadows of scandal still stalk her every move. Mean. As the trailer continues, it becomes painfully clear that Season 3 is going to test every single relationship in Maxton Hall. Ruby's world is still reeling from the suspension scandal, but now the trailer hints that she's not the only one walking on a tightrope of deception and betrayal. James is facing pressure from every angle. His father, Mortimer, looms over him like a shadow threatening to suffocate any chance at freedom or happiness, and we can see the subtle changes in James. His jaw is set tighter, his eyes betray sleepless nights, and there's this constant war going on inside him between loyalty, love, and self-preservation. What makes this season trailer so gripping is how it shows just how complicated every choice is. A look, a gesture, even a seemingly innocent conversation has weight, because everyone is being watched, judged, and manipulated. Mortimer's influence is everywhere, and his obsession with control is only growing. The trailer teases moments where he subtly undermines Ruby, James, and even their allies, making you realize just how meticulous and calculated his plans are. Every frame screams danger, but not the kind you can run from. This danger is psychological, emotional, and personal. It's the kind that slowly eats at trust and leaves scars that might never heal. Then there's the tension among friends. Ruby's support system is tested like never before. Cyril, Lydia, and the others are shown in fleeting, almost secretive moments, whispering in hallways, casting anxious glances over shoulders, and making choices that seem harmless at first but carry the weight of potential disaster. The trailer hints at fractured loyalties, suggesting that even allies might have hidden motives, and just when you think someone is safe, they're revealed to be part of a bigger, more sinister plan. One of the most intense parts of this section is a montage of confrontations, each shot brimming with conflict. Ruby faces adults who are supposed to guide and protect. By this point in the trailer, you can feel the tension almost physically. Season 3 isn't just picking up where Season 2 left off. It's amplifying everything that broke us last time. Ruby's suspension, the scandal, the betrayal, the heartbreak, all of it is hanging over her like a storm cloud ready to strike at any moment. The trailer teases that no one's secret is safe anymore. Just a glimpse of a hallway conversation or a phone screen is enough to make your heart race, because we know that in Maxton Hall even the smallest piece of information can destroy lives. Ruby's determined, yes, but the trailer makes it painfully clear that determination alone may not be enough. She's facing teachers, administrators, and students whose judgments feel harsh, unfair, and relentless, and every interaction is loaded with stakes that could either break her completely or force her to rise even higher. Meanwhile, James is walking a tightrope that seems impossible to navigate. The trailer shows him caught between loyalty to his family, who are constantly trying to control him, and his feelings for Ruby, which are stronger and more complicated than ever. Every time he opens his mouth or hesitates, you can feel the weight of pressure crushing him. And then there's Mortimer. Oh, Mortimer. The trailer teases scenes where his manipulations are surgical, precise, and terrifying. He isn't just the antagonist we love to hate. He's a constant, looming threat whose presence changes the way every character moves, speaks, and thinks. One of the most chilling parts of this section is the trailer's subtle hints at someone else working behind the scenes. Someone who's planting seeds of doubt, orchestrating misdirection, and keeping both Ruby and James on edge. You can see it in fleeting glances, in coded gestures, and in tense silence. The trailer doesn't reveal this character fully, which only makes it more suspenseful, leaving fans speculating who could possibly be behind the manipulation. And the trailer now shifts into pure chaos, and this is where Season 3 promises to go full throttle. Every secret, every betrayal, every unspoken tension starts to collide, and the energy is practically electric. Ruby is shown in moments that are simultaneously heartbreaking and empowering, confronting authority figures, staring down teachers who doubted her, and even standing up to peers who would rather see her fail, and yet the trailer hints that not all of her battles will be straightforward. There are whispers, mysterious glances, and shadowy figures moving in ways that make you question who is friend and who is foe. James is caught in some of the most intense confrontations we've ever seen in this series. Scenes of him arguing with Mortimer are sharp, fast, and loaded with raw emotion. You can feel his frustration and desperation leaking through every word. He's fighting to break free from the control his father has over him, while simultaneously trying to protect Ruby from the fallout of everything going wrong around them. And Mortimer, as always, is terrifying in his precision. The trailer hints at him pulling strings behind the scenes, orchestrating situations to push Ruby and James apart, to manipulate events in his favor, and to maintain his control over Beaufort and the people around him. Every frame he's in radiates menace, and you can't help but feel a mix of anger and dread every time he appears. But what makes this section of the trailer truly gripping is how it teases the twists that will redefine the story. There are fleeting glimpses of someone sending messages, misdirecting others, and planting evidence that fuels the chaos in Maxton Hall. It's subtle but terrifying. One wrong move, and an entire character's life could spiral out of control. And the trailer makes it clear that Ruby is at the center of this storm. She's navigating a world where trust is rare, allies are complicated, and every revelation could hit like a bomb. Her moments of triumph, by the time we reach the final part of the trailer, it's impossible not to feel completely consumed by tension and anticipation. Season 3 is clearly setting up the most intense and emotionally charged moments yet, and the trailer teases that no one is safe from betrayal, heartbreak, or chaos. Ruby is at the very center of it all, and the trailer does an incredible job of showing us just how much she has to fight for. Not just her dreams of Oxford, but her trust in the people she loves. We see her moments of fierce determination, clutching books and notes as if they're armor, yet the fear in her eyes reminds us how vulnerable she still is. The trailer hints at shocking plot twists that will completely upend everything we thought we knew from seasons 1 and 2. There's the subtle suggestion that some characters we've trusted might not be entirely honest, sending messages, spreading rumors, or manipulating situations behind the scenes. And yes, James is shown in these moments too. Torn between protecting Ruby, standing up to his father, and figuring out his own path, which adds a layer of heart-wrenching complexity to the story. The tension between him and Ruby is almost unbearable in this section of the trailer. Every glance, every pause, every unsaid word makes you feel the weight of their relationship as if you're living it yourself. Then there's Mortimer, whose presence looms over everything like a storm ready to explode. The trailer teases his manipulations more directly here, showing moments where his control is almost suffocating, leaving both characters and viewers questioning how anyone can ever stand against him. But the most thrilling aspect of this final section is the way the trailer builds suspense without revealing everything. We get glimpses of confrontations, hints of shocking secrets, and flashes of characters making choices that could completely change the balance of power at Maxton Hall. There's also a subtle, almost cruel tease at the ultimate cliffhanger. By now, the trailer has made one thing crystal clear. Season 3 is going to push every character, every relationship, and every secret to the absolute breaking point. And Section 6 of the trailer teases just how high the stakes are going to get. Ruby, James, and the rest of Maxton Hall's students are all teetering on the edge, and the trailer makes sure we feel every ounce of that tension. Ruby is shown not just fighting for her future, but for her identity, her dignity, and the people she loves. Every challenge she faces feels monumental, and you can almost sense the weight of the world pressing down on her shoulders. James is navigating a maze of conflicting pressures: his father's relentless control, Mortimer's manipulations, and the aftermath of past betrayals. But there are flashes in the trailer where he starts to take control of his own destiny, standing taller, speaking louder, and finally asserting the person he wants to be, rather than the one his family expects. Mortimer, of course, is as menacing as ever. The trailer teases scenes of his plotting, subtle manipulations, and sinister smirks, reminding viewers that he isn't just a villain in the background. He's the center of the storm, capable of pulling strings that will destroy or reshape lives in an instant. But what makes this section of the trailer so gripping is the way it ramps up suspense without giving anything away completely. There are fleeting shots of arguments, moments of silence charged with tension, cryptic messages, and even glances exchanged in hallways that hint at betrayal, alliances, and secrets that could explode at any second. Secondary characters are also given tantalizing glimpses. Lydia, Cyril, Graham, and even new faces appear in ways that make you immediately wonder who's trustworthy, who has their own agenda, and who might tip the balance of power in Maxton Hall forever. The trailer also teases that the consequences of past events will echo even louder this season. Ruby suspense. As the trailer reaches its final beats, it becomes painfully obvious that Season 3 of Maxton Hall isn't just continuing the story, it's redefining it. The stakes are higher, the secrets are darker, and the emotional fallout from past events is set to explode in ways we never saw coming. Ruby is no longer just a girl trying to survive scandal. She's a force, pushed to the edge, but refusing to back down. The trailer teases her facing challenges that test not only her dreams of Oxford, but also her trust in everyone around her. James is right there beside her, but the tension between them is almost unbearable. Glances linger too long, words are left unsaid, and the pressure from Mortimer's manipulations threatens to pull them apart at every turn. And Mortimer, he's more terrifying than ever. The trailer teases him orchestrating chaos with a level of precision that makes your skin crawl, showing just how far he's willing to go to maintain control and punish anyone who defies him. Every frame in this section screams suspense. Secret meetings in shadowed hallways, cryptic messages being sent, heated confrontations, and fleeting expressions that hint at betrayals we aren't ready to see. The secondary characters, too, are caught in this storm. Lydia, Cyril, Graham, and even unexpected new faces appear, in ways that suggest nothing is as simple as it seems. Alliances will shift, loyalties will be tested, and the consequences of past actions will collide in ways that could change the course of every character's life forever. The trailer also drops subtle hints at moments of hope and triumph amid the chaos. Ruby standing her ground, James asserting himself, and the occasional flash of genuine connection between friends and lovers. These glimpses are brief but powerful, reminding us that even in a world dominated by manipulation, betrayal, and heartbreak, courage and determination can still shine through. By the end of Section 7, the trailer leaves viewers with the ultimate cliffhanger. Just when you think the trailer has revealed everything, Section 8 drops the final layer of suspense, leaving fans desperate for answers. This part of the trailer teases that Season 3 is going to be bigger, darker, and more emotionally intense than anything we've seen before. Ruby is still reeling from the fallout of Season 2, but the trailer emphasizes her growth. She's sharper, braver, and more determined than ever to fight for her future. Every glance, every interaction, every whispered secret in this section carries weight, showing that the stakes have only escalated. James, too, is shown navigating an impossible web of pressure from family, friends, and the chaos surrounding Ruby. The trailer makes it clear that his journey this season is about finally taking control of his own life, standing up to Mortimer, and protecting the people he cares about, even if it puts him at risk. Mortimer, of course, continues to loom over every scene, his presence a constant reminder that no victory will come easily. The trailer teases his manipulations reaching new heights. Subtle threats, cryptic messages, and strategic moves that show just how dangerous he is when he wants revenge. But Section 8 isn't just about tension, it's about anticipation. Fleeting shots hint at secrets being revealed, alliances tested, and unexpected twists that will change the entire dynamic of Maxton Hall. The secondary characters, Lydia, Cyril, Graham, and others, are also caught in this storm, each facing decisions that could either help or harm Ruby and James. The trailer cleverly balances moments of heart-pounding suspense with brief flashes of hope, showing that even in the midst of chaos, courage and determination can shine through. By the end of this section, viewers are left with a sense of urgent anticipation. The countdown to Season 3 has officially begun. Questions hang in the air. Who will betray whom? Can Ruby reclaim her dreams and trust again? Will James finally break free from his father? As we reach the final moments teased in the trailer, it becomes painfully clear that Season 3 is not holding anything back. Every storyline, every character, and every secret is being pushed to the breaking point. Ruby's journey is the emotional center of it all. She's facing challenges that threaten not just her dreams, but her sense of self, her relationships, and everything she's fought for. The trailer hints at moments where she's pushed to make impossible choices, balancing trust, ambition, and survival in ways that feel raw and real. James is also in the eye of the storm, torn between loyalty to his family, protecting Ruby, and forging his own path. We see him struggling and fighting, trying to reconcile the weight of expectations with the desire to finally live life on his own terms. Mortimer, of course, continues to dominate the tension. The trailer teases him orchestrating situations with chilling precision, manipulating events to his advantage, and leaving viewers wondering just how far he's willing to go to maintain control. His presence is menacing, constant, and suffocating, making it clear that he's not just a villain but a force of chaos that everyone must reckon with. The trailer also drops hints at shocking twists and betrayals, showing glimpses of secret messages, heated confrontations, and moments of tension so thick you can almost feel it. Secondary characters, Lydia, Graham, Cyril, and even some new faces, are caught in this whirlwind, each making choices